Yo, Omar, what's going on, man?
Yo, I freaking hate you. Why would you do this to me, bro?
Bro, what do you mean, man?
Yo, I hate sushi, and you got lychee as well. What the hell is this?
All right, so while you lost a challenge, you know what happened last week. We got to kind of follow up to that. We got to live up to the fans, man. Come on. This is the one thing I was like, you know what? This is what I'm going to make you do. Sushi ain't that bad, bro. It's not that bad. It actually tastes pretty good.
Yo, maybe I had a bad experience, bro. Like I
think
tried it
so.
once or twice. Where'd you get this from?
This is from a place called KK Sushi. They're actually a pretty good spot. Me and my wife go there regularly.
Yeah.
But here, I'll show this to the camera here.
Yeah.
So Omar lost a challenge. Now we're just trying to do a little bit of make up for it here, and because he lost, we're gonna make him eat sushi. Okay. Now he's not a big fan of sushi, which he's clearly letting the camera know. And for a fact, this is gonna be funny. All right, let's get this going. This is gonna be priceless reaction, guys. So I'll let Omar take over here, and let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna eat my
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna teach you how to eat it. So you take that and you're gonna dip it into that little sauce. So light dip. You don't have to dip it a lot. It's soy sauce, so it's not that bad. Just dip it in and take a bite, bro. Take the whole thing, bro. It's not that bad. Bro, you okay?
Not bad.
I told you it's not that bad. Now you want to try the lychee next?
No, absolutely not.
Oh my god. Do you want to try the other one? There's two different types, right? There's one it's a dragon roll and one it's I believe this is a teriyaki roll. So you want to try
Which one did I have?
You have the teriyaki roll right now. So that's the
What the
dragon
hell
roll.
is that green? Oh, avocado?
It's avocado, bro. It's not avocados in most things. Well, it's not that bad, bro. Avocado is actually pretty healthy, man. It's a really healthy fruit. You ate a fruit, bro. How do you feel? Your face right now says it all.
Oh, no, let's get this over with. What else do I have to
All right,
eat?
just eat one of these and we're good. Here, I'll move it over for you. Okay, let me pick it up and move it over for you. So it's closer to you.
What is that?
Is this your dragon roll? It's nothing. It's not much different than the other one. Very similar. It's actually got some spicy mayo on it, so you'll like that a little bit better.
Got to dip that in?
Yeah, you can dip it in there if you want. You don't have to. If you don't like the dip, you don't have to. It's up to you.
No. Okay, let's see.
It's completely up to you, bro. Whatever you want to do.
Oh my God.
How's that?
This one's pretty rough.
This is better? All right, lychee time?
Stop pushing it.
No, I'm kidding. I mean, I do give you a little congrats here, bro. Thank you for, being a man and owning up to your loss and taking this. I'll give you a little applause. Now we're going to go back to regular proceedings. We're going to get started with this week's episode.
You better
See you guys soon.
You better watch your back, bro. I'm coming for you, bro.
Can somebody go check on these two? They're still talking shit.
I like pretty girls.
Girls.
I love pretty girls.
Girls.
I like pretty girls.
Omar, do you like pretty girls?
Yes. What the hell was that song, though?
Bro, Will Smith, man. His new song dropped, bro. How do you like it?
I mean, I was trying to dance to it, bro. It's one of the worst songs I've heard all year, man.
Man, it wasn't as bad as Carter 6, though. You made me listen to that. I suffered.
Yo, honestly, man, these legends, man. You didn't like these legends? I don't know what's going on with these legends, man. Like Lil Wayne widely at least in the last 25 years, has been one of the most influential rappers ever. You didn't like King Carter?
I know what you mean, man. Like, Wayne has been, Young Money has been basically Wayne's baby. And Young Money has done really well over the last 10, 20, 15 years, whatever it is, right?
Our childhood, our
childhood, man.
Yeah.
Drake, Nicki Minaj, Tyga, you got like these big names. These three guys specifically were huge.
Yeah, but I don't need a 50-year-old Wayne talking about, effing some dude's chick or beating up the guy that whose girl he stole. I don't.
Who is he beating
I mean,
up? Who is Wayne beating up first? Let me ask you that, bro.
I mean, his goons or whatever. He is a Martian. He keeps
He
saying that.
he
but
is
like,
as tall as Kendrick, bro. The only person he can beat up is Kendrick.
no, he is. But I'm just saying, like, maybe he's got his goons or whatever. He keeps telling me he's not a human being. Right? Maybe he is beating up people. But I don't.
He's got ice in his veins.
Yeah, I don't need that from 45, 50-year-old Wayne.
But
right?
to be honest, so like I feel like he's dropped off significantly, but people like Eminem still got it, man.
Yeah.
Eminem, his last
Eminem
album was
is-
great, man. Like I was very surprised to see that. I'm a huge Eminem fan, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. He's one of the
Yeah.
artists that I
That
listened to
yeah.
growing up. I have never been
Eminem
that big.
and Nas are rapping at a very high level.
Yeah, I've never been that big on rap, like, right? Like, but Eminem was one of those guys I grew up on, man. Like, I always listened to EDM, but the one rapper, actually two rappers I actually really liked growing up were Jay-Z and Eminem, right? But Eminem was my guy, bro. Like, his music would just, it stood out to me. I think it was really influential is what I'm going to say, right? And even his recent album was really good.
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree. Death of Slim Shady was good. I mean, at the end of the day, like you don't want to sound washed. You know what I mean? Or you don't want to sound like you can't rap anymore. If you whether you like the music or you don't like the music, that's like subjective, right? Like it's just anybody's personal opinion.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
But you shouldn't sound like bad on the mic. Wayne sounded bad. Will Smith, like Pretty Girls, like come on,
It was a little bit of
He's had a
too
good
much.
music career too. Like that's not. I mean, I know he's breaking movies, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and all that, but like he still was a decent rapper. But this is horrible.
Yeah, this is actually horrible. I actually was surprised to hear the song, but
So you think rap is dead?
bro, rap has been dead for a while. I've been saying that forever, man. I honestly, again, I stopped listening to rap a long time ago. I don't listen, like I listen to it here and there, not like the way like you guys listen to it, like a couple of our friends,
Yeah.
like Arish and Farhad and stuff. The way you guys listen to it is crazy, man. For me, it's not about rap, man. For me, it's actually all about like trance, EDM. EDM is like where it's at, man. EDM is broken down into like different categories.
That song "Move," I like move.
yeah. That's considered like house music,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
considered EDM basically, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah, one of the best songs that came out, right? Like I remember, like we were jamming through all throughout our our trip to Vegas, but like.
Bro, the only thing I remember from Vegas is you going to IHOP and eating a fish sandwich, man, or a fish platter. Sorry, we're sitting in IHOP, guys,
Yeah.
and basically what happened here is this guy right here, instead of ordering pancakes, we're in the International House of Pancakes.
Yeah.
This guy orders a fish platter at 2 p.m. in the afternoon
I
when we're all having brunch.
I
Not even
need-
2; it was like 1 p.m.
Yeah, I needed the meat, man.
Bro,
And this guy decides, hey, you want to play this game? You really want to play this game?
we can play this game all night, buddy.
But,
Bring
like,
it
I mean,
on.
I had the fish platter, but you decided to go to Grand Canyon and take the biggest dump.
Bro,
Out of
that's
all
okay.
the places in the world.
I made a crater in the Grand Canyon. That's all that matters, you know?
Yo, man, this guy did like a Hiroshima Nagasaki in that washroom, man.
Bro, how do you think the Grand Canyon got created? I was there first.
No, man, Grand Canyon was beautiful, but this guy decided to go in a random steakhouse and blew up the entire washroom, man.
It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good.
No, but like,
anyways, talking about music, right?
Yeah.
EDM though, like back to EDM, right?
Yeah.
Like EDM itself was, I mean, it's been on the rise for sure. A lot more people are resonating with
Yeah.
it. This new age, Gen Z, Gen Alphas, or whoever they are, they actually
Yeah.
really enjoy EDM as well. They're not into rap like the way we used to be in rap, like our age, when we were in high school
Yeah.
or like when we were in middle school or whatever it was. It's changed. It's definitely changed.
I gotta ask you this question though. Like,
Yeah, go ahead.
And you're part of our toxic WhatsApp group.
Oh,
And-
that's
and-
the worst group to be part of, man. I get 500 messages daily, and I
a
literally,
good thing, though.
I literally go bottom of that little scroll thing. I go scroll. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
even read it, man.
Yeah, no, it's but like and if you notice right now it's more about basketball right now, but
Yeah.
I know it seems like it was yesterday, like a year ago, the Kendrick Drake beef happened.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that in rap, people make fun of you or attack you for being a fan of a particular rapper, right? Like I noticed that Drake and Kendrick fans or Drake fans or just Kendrick fans, it got toxic, man, to the
Bro,
point
it got
that
really bad. I know.
you know, it got personal, man. Like, why is it like that in EDM music?
No,
is it like
I don't-
I need the fan bases. You're probably
No,
know
of
that,
course. I've never seen that. I think with the EDM, a lot of people are very appreciative, very happy people. If I see that, you're like, you know what, you like somebody else's music, I'm gonna be like, yo, show me that song. What is it? I want to jam with you. You know, I want to jam with you. It's not like, hey, you know, that's Kendrick. Oh, I'm not a Kendrick fan. It's, you know, I'm a Drake guy.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that. It was never like that ever in EDM. I think, you know, there's rivalries.
Yeah.
People like, you know, have rivalries or debates or whatever it is you want to say, right? Like Armin van Buuren is one of them versus Tiesto. They've grew up together in like the EDM world together in a way. They both from the Netherlands, so they're both Dutch. But like, you know, they've never collabed together. But you see a lot of like collabs that Armin's done with people he's collabed with. Tiesto's collabed with them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So there's a lot of like things like that. But they've always had respect for each other.
Of course, but
Always.
I think the rap, I think maybe as a genre, I don't know, like, it's a genre where I think people just say, I'm the best. I am this. I am that. I will do this to you. I will do that to you. I can do this to you with my words. I think because of that, maybe creates competition, you know, and then
I think it's more so status.
yeah, no, you know, but I think it's very competitive. Like
100%.
Rap is competitive like that.
Oh, 100%.
So, but I don't know, like, is EDM is not like that, or is it?
I mean, there's competition, right? But there's a very healthy competition in the sense that, like, there's, you know, we want to be better than the other person to be number one in the billboards or whatever the case it is. But it's never in the sense that, like, how rap people start making fun of each other, start, you know, hating on each other. Like Kendrick and Drake had like back and forth beef, for example, right? Which is funny because I know like the Kendrick concert that happened
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people here that came in from the US and they don't even know about what the hell the beef is. They never even knew about it. They're just here for, you know, Kendrick or Doja Cat or whoever. I think it was Doja Cat with him, was it?
SZA.
SZA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
like
yeah, so like I noticed that. I think people were mostly when Not Like Us came on. That's when they were like, "Yo, you're going at our guy."
Yeah,
You're
of
going-
course.
You know, you're going at our guy. You know, I didn't expect Jagmeet Singh to be there. That was funny, and he played it off like he's like, "Oh, I was there for SZA," but like, why?
Yeah,
the
of course.
politicians are not.
I
supposed to
mean,
be-
whatever. He stepped down from his seat now. He's no longer in that seat, right? But yeah, it is what he's a politician, bro.
Yeah.
He enjoys music. Let him go enjoy his music, bro. There's no hating on the guy, you know.
No, I think there's room for both Kendrick and Drake. I think that's what generally the
Definitely,
crowd.
yeah.
Generally the crowd was very like, you know, into Kendrick. It wasn't. There was not. I was expecting more like, you know, like a rowdy Toronto crowd to be, because like when, you know,
Yeah, I get it.
when someone that is you don't like is coming to Toronto, and you know he's somewhat dissed the entire. He did son our entire city.
Yeah.
You know, so like I was expecting, and he just came and performed, you know, back to back and just left. Right.
He did his thing. He left, bro. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know?
it shouldn't be violent or anything.
Yeah, of
I don't
course.
want violence, but like you should boo the guy when at least Not Like Us.
I
came
guess
out.
so. I guess so. It is what it is. You know, it's like these rappers are all like, you know, especially with like rap being dead now. Like I think a lot of these rappers is trying to use like ChatGPT and AI models to go ahead and like, you know, write their scripts for them. I think they've just died from like, you know, writing it naturally. Their brains are not being used anymore, bro.
Yo, man, like ChatGPT is, at least in my profession, I
Mm-hmm.
use it because I'm in the IT field. So when some things I did struggle a little bit is with coding and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I need a script, you know, get like attributes of a particular user or get like 100 users created, I'll get a code from scratch. It really saves my life. But like, dude, like it is scary, man. Like, how much, you know, we're gonna turn into zombies, man. Like I saw that software. I saw on YouTube or TikTok. It was very famous. I think some guy was picking up a girl, and
Whoa.
and he got her number and everything.
Yeah, I think I saw that. I know what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah, and that's fine. He got the girl's number and everything through his, you know, charisma, whatever he did, through his game, I guess. But when he got her number, 24 hours later, he texted her, and how he was talking to her,
Was all AI.
all AI.
Yeah, he was having the whole
How
conversation.
do
through
I
ChatGPT.
caress her? How do I do all that? How
Yeah,
do I?
He's trying to
make her-
win over the girl just by
Yes.
ChatGPT.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
That's crazy, man. Like that's like scary stuff. Imagine like I can see the next thing being that, oh, this robot is my new girlfriend.
Bro, I actually saw something like that online. I saw this guy, he was in the subway or something, and people caught him like talking to ChatGPT as if it was his girlfriend. It is crazy how people are going like, you know, wild with this AI. People are doing their homework with AI, man. Like at least you won't need, you know, like, you know, we're not even using our brains anymore with that stuff, man.
Yeah, no, I guess like I don't know. Back in high school, we had when we used to do our assignments. It used to be called turnitin.com.
Oh, I remember turnitin.com. Do you
Yeah,
guys remember turnitin.com? Guys, tell us your memories about it, because
So-
I had some bad memories with that, bro.
I'm guessing that means someone needs to create a software or something that, you know, that detects that if it's not your word or it's not. I don't know how they're gonna do
I
that.
think they do have that in like university level at least. Like they have like, similar
ChatGPT
stuff.
Yeah, so so if someone writes an essay to ChatGPT, then can that be detected?
Yeah. So similar stuff is there. I think it is there. I think that's definitely been one of the things that like I saw like when I was in university. I did notice that, like, you know, when you turn it in stuff, like, it would detect that if it's not, like, you know, your own type of work type of thing. And it actually has, I know there's models like that set up now. They have to have it to protect themselves, right? Unfortunately, like, that's just been the case, right? With this new ChatGPT, DeepSeek, all these AI models that have come out recently. Like, it's crazy, man. The world is evolving so quickly, right? Like, I don't know if you've seen the Google VO3, I think it is. The videos it's dishing out, bro, they look like it's real people. It actually looks like it's a real person doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I saw somebody making these videos online, and I think it was somebody making these, like, fake videos. Like, it's all AI based, but you can't tell. It's all, but they say at the bottom it's all AI.
Yeah, but I'm all for efficiency. Like I know, for example, it's not directly AI. There's new machines coming in that basically helping us with daily chores, like maybe cleaning the house, or like a machine comes in, you charge it, it comes and cleans your entire house, or maybe I think I saw something for shoveling the snow, or
These are what they're called. They're all iRobots, bro. Will Smith's iRobots.
Yeah. So or or cutting the grass. I've seen things like that. I'm all for efficiency, but like when you become dependent on it, and you're gonna be like a damn near zombie then, bro. Like what are you gonna really do? I've seen people prep for their interview with ChatGPT. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people are very dependent on it, like homework, prepping for interviews, picking up girls. It's crazy, bro. Like the world is evolving like crazy around this whole AI model, right? Like I remember the movie Terminator and like how advanced they show AI in it, and like how AI is kind of taking over the world. I hope that doesn't really happen, and like something like that. But like, with all these movies and everything coming out, they show some crazy concepts in them, man. They have some very wild concepts in movies these days.
Yeah, I think we were talking back in the day, I think maybe a day or two, about Wall-E and stuff, right? I think that's a good top. It's a great segue, because I think you were mentioning, I think the movie was about like the robot doing everything and the world becoming a garbage can or something.
Yeah, basically the world becomes a garbage can. They take off in a spaceship, and the humans are all living on a spaceship now. Basically, they're no longer residing on Earth because the Earth cannot. It's such a toxic waste. Right, and what that's happened is because the humans have stopped, humans have stopped caring. Humans have become very lazy. They become very fat people. They don't work anymore. All they do is sit in a chair all day long. They're like drinking their drinks, they're eating their burgers, pizzas, whatever it is,
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. I mean, like, it's crazy, bro. Like the concept that people have come out with these movies, right? It is wild.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, definitely. I'm sure to a certain degree, we're gonna start seeing these things.
A movie like iRobot is like perfect. I mean, came out years ago, but I think it's perfect. Like the way
It's based on a book, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually based on a book. So iRobot itself is actually based on a book. The whole laws of the robots that they mentioned in the movie itself, it's actually like all written in those books. It's actually done. There's a lot of research done around that whole iRobot scene, right? And they created this whole laws of the robots and everything, and they get incorporated in that book. It's really well written, the book itself. It's really well done. You should check it out sometime.
What was it by?
I forget the name of the author, man. Don't quote. I don't know. I don't remember the name of the author, but if you could definitely, if you Google it, you'll be able to do it. I'm sure some sort of ChatGPT or AI model will tell you exactly who it's by.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm definitely interested, but I think as long as you use your technology in an efficient manner and you don't become too dependent on it, then
yeah, of course, man. Moving on from these AI models, what I'm seeing a lot of models. I'm seeing a lot of actors and these models and stuff in towns, man, because we're having so many films being shot in Toronto.
Yeah, for sure. I remember back in the day, Triple X was shot here.
Yeah, man. There's The Boys being shot here. Suits has been shot here.
Oh, you were part of it.
What do you mean I was part of it?
Rick Hoffman was here.
Oh, you're trying to call me Louis Litt, bro? I'll be a lawyer.
Hey, look at this guy. He looks like Louis Litt, doesn't he?
Yeah, man, bro. Don't worry about the hairline, man. Come on, I know it's going. Man.
How was the shooting in Suits LA, man?
Bro, Suits LA was garbage.
Yeah, no,
bro.
Man.
But regardless, right?
A lot of people ran into Rick Hoffman, I think, Patrick J. Adams.
I actually have ran into Patrick Adams myself. Yeah. I ran into him randomly one night, and he's cool guy.
Toronto?
In Toronto. Yeah, in Toronto. Cool guy. I got nothing bad to say about him. But yeah. Regardless, so I'm starting to see a lot of these film crews. Do you understand why that's happening? Is there a specific reason behind it?
Toronto's also one of the world-class cities in the world.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's scenic, it's beautiful, it's got a great skyline.
But is that the main reason, or is it because it might be cheaper here to have film crews here? That might be the bigger reason, maybe?
Toronto's not cheap, but I guess if you convert the US dollar to Canadian dollar, I can understand that. I can somewhat understand that, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess it's definitely something that is.
I think it was shot here too.
It was shot here as well. There's all the Star Trek movies, like the recent Star Trek movies with Chris Pine. Bro, I love those movies. They're so well done.
Yeah.
But they're shot here. There's a lot of what's it called different things that you see in in Toronto these days. Like it's great because the city is very scenic. The city is very diverse. You'll see a lot of different things happening. You can if you're in downtown Toronto, if you're walking around, bro, you think like you're in New York. Honestly, it's
New York,
very similar.
New York and Chicago.
New York and Chicago, yeah, could pass off as them because of the fact that we got the lake, we got a skyline, we got all that happening. New York has similar, Chicago has similar, right?
Yeah, no, certainly. I think with the scene, it's the skyline is beautiful, got big buildings, and the only thing I can definitely do without is I know it's bad. I think is in generally speaking, when it comes to a larger city, I can definitely do without traffic though.
Bro, the bad drivers that we have these days, man, it's crazy. You see another accident, every corner you drive, it's crazy accidents happening, man.
And obviously, of course, obviously we wish them, safety and everything, but bro, it's bad, man. It's the traffic here is awful, man. I know a couple of people that are driving to work, 401 in the morning.
I will never be caught dead on 401 driving at that hour. I will never be caught dead, bro. It's so bad.
I hope so. No, of course, no, that's not that, but I hope so, bro. But I think, when I remember when I used to go to the office, I'm at 403, not even the 401, and I'm on the highway. It's a 20-minute drive, and I'm still I'm driving bumper to bumper, and I'm like,
yo, don't fall asleep on the wheel, my dude.
Yo, no.
This is why the accident's happening because of people like you falling asleep on wheels.
That's happening too because I feel like yo, dude, it's bumper to bumper. If you're coming from if you're going east to west, you're gone for an hour and a half, 4 hours.
I know it's bad, bro. I know it's really bad.
I mean, if you use 407, then you're okay. But
even then, right? 407 does require you to pay money. It's very expensive. It's not that cheap, right? At the end of the day.
No, of course.
Yeah, but it is what it is, man. I mean, we're seeing a lot of bad drivers. I think what's happened is
it more road rage or is it bad drivers?
No, I think it's bad drivers. I think what's happened is that I remember since COVID is hit. They had a really long lineup of, testing in the testing centers in Ontario testing centers for drivers. Mm-hmm. They had a really long lineup. So I think now that they're finally clearing up their queues, so a lot of people are just getting their driver's license a lot easier. The drive test has been made a lot easier. Before it used to be more tougher. I remember my brother when he did his drive test. It took him 3 attempts to go ahead and pass. Man, he was asking me questions about it. I'm like, bro, I passed it in 1 attempt. I can't even tell you what to do.
I passed it in a second attempt too.
I can see that. You're a pretty poor driver at times.
No, I can get from spot A to spot B. I mean, I'm okay. I'm not. It's just a car from spot A to spot B.
Yeah, I guess so, man. But you also get pulled over by cops and have weird stories. So I can see exactly why you could be a poor driver, bro.
No, I get that, but it's just overall, I would say the road rage I can definitely do without because people are cutting people off. I have 2 kids in my car. Someone driving 130, 140 comes from the right lane, cuts me off completely. It's just dude, I have kids in the car, right?
No, I completely get it, man. It does make sense. You have to look out for your safety, right? Guys, please be safe out there, man. It's crazy in Toronto these days.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you got to drive, so just be careful, man. That's all it is, right?
Because I'm sorry, I hate to generalize, but Brampton is one of the ones that get it the worst.
I mean, I'm not going to say a word about Brampton because it's a great city. It has a lot of cricket happening for me.
No, I get that, but it's also there's a lot of accidents happening there too, Peter Griffin style. Yo, dude, I've seen cars go into the garages.
Me.
No, I've seen that, man. I can understand.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I've seen videos, man. It's pretty bad.
I don't know. I've seen people drive in the wrong lane. Go in the opposite lane and start driving. I've seen crazy things like that. So that's where I know it's a bit of an adjustment, but we can't be doing that, right? But
no, for sure, man. You know what? I think the adjustment that everybody needs to make is go hybrid, bro, and get rid of these cars. And I think sooner or later the electric world is the people are gonna start carpooling more. To be honest, people have got to carpool, take the autopilot, and go ahead and get on the 401, just sleep, right?
When are you going electric?
I don't know, man. All I gotta say is
because you probably have the most experience because you had the Tesla.
I mean, out of the 2 of us, probably yeah. I had the Tesla for a month, bro. It's not like I owned a Tesla for a long time. Right? It was just a rental I had. Yeah. Because my car was in the shop, so I had a rental for about a month, and it wasn't bad. It was a fun drive, definitely a fun drive, and it's different. It's a different feel to a foot because you're not hearing the gas anymore. You're not really hearing anything going on there. It's a little bit different because the pickup is crazy on it though, man. When you just tap it goes, you're like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah.
But overall, I think it was a good experience, right? But there's a lot of features about it that I would change. I felt like the charging for me personally was a bad idea because like I live in a building. So I don't really have chargers in my building that I was able to go ahead and charge at, which like, older buildings don't have it. Some newer buildings do, I know now.
Yeah, of course.
But the older buildings don't have it. So unfortunately, that was my issue. So every time I had to go charge, I had to go take it like, to a supercharger, wait like 15, 20 minutes. I'd be sitting there watching like Netflix on it or something like that, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I do, like as far as speed goes, bro. Like I've seen like one of my buddies from back in the day. He has like a Tesla Model Plaid, I think.
The Model S Plaid.
Yeah, bro. He's like, oh, I don't care what car you put in front of me. If you put a Ferrari in front of me, I'm smoking that.
He's
thing.
faster. Yeah, he's faster.
Yeah, he's really quick. So as far as that
it is
goes,
so quick, bro.
So when I buy a car, at least for me, I'm looking at how it looks and how it sounds, right? And unfortunately, the cars and the electric cars they sound like vacuum cleaners. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, like dude, like I have a couple of neighbors. When they're reversing their cars, you can hear from the back. I'm just like, what is happening here?
Omar, right? I know you're all about the gas, bro. I know you're all about the gas in multiple ways.
Yeah, he's gotta let that go. But like, I'm gonna hold on to like I know there used to be a financial incentive for us to go to electric, but so I can definitely go hybrid, but I won't go electric until I really.
I thought you were done with hybrids. What happened to that, bro? I sort of got a couple episodes ago. You're like, I'm done with hybrids.
I was talking about dinosaurs, not cars.
Oh, okay. So you're okay with car hybrids. You're not okay with dinosaur hybrids.
Yeah, until I can hang on till the day I can hang on because first of all, number one thing, electric cars they depreciate like crazy. One of my favorite electric cars is a Taycan from Porsche.
Yeah,
right?
Porsche Taycan.
Yeah, but if you look at the depreciation value, it's like it depreciates like crazy. So I will hold on till the 2030 whatever till we have to go electric or hybrid. I will hold on till then, and I know the beauties in the eye of the beholder. I find the electric cars look like boxes in my opinion.
Some of them are not the greatest looking. Like the Polestar, I know if you look at that, that's a very boxy looking car. But I actually like the Polestar. The Polestar is a very luxurious car. What do you like?
Rivian.
The Rivian is nice as well. There's
pricey. They're pricey though.
They are pricey, but you'd be surprised like in the Chinese market right now, like how many electric cars they're dishing out, man, and they're nice electric cars. Unfortunately, I don't think the North American market's really going to see that unless we import them over, and that's going to cost us an arm and a leg, right? But the North American market, with our daddy Trump sitting down below us, he's not going to let that happen, right? Basically, that's what it is.
No, I certainly agree, but I was also maybe thinking that maybe I don't know how I'm not that in tune with it, but like maybe a solar car coming.
Bro, I don't think solar cars are gonna happen.
It's not gonna work.
It's gonna be hydrogen.
We barely get sun here.
No, not in Canada for sure, but we're gonna get hydrogen cars very soon. Hydrogen is the next up and coming thing.
Does it sound good?
Yeah. It's not about the sound itself, right? They're a little different. So hydrogen is very good to have because if you can have hydrogen rechargeable stations everywhere, then it'll be great. But there is a couple here already. I think there's 2 in all of Mississauga, maybe in Toronto or something like that. But altogether, it is something that's up and coming. Definitely, there's some cars that have been released. I know Toyota had a hydrogen car coming out. I think BMW had one as well. But they weren't really as much success as yet because they haven't had that much going, right?
Yeah. So you would say it's probably the next big thing then?
Yeah, of course. It is the next thing. Maybe 10 years down the road, maybe 15 years down the road after electric, that might be it, right? Because remember, we're not going to be, our natural resources are running out. We're not going to be able to sustain ourselves at all points, right? So we definitely need to get rid of gas at some point or another. And then next is going to be electric, how long do we sustain electricity, right? That's just what it is. And then with the hydrogen is everywhere, man. Hydrogen is in the molecules in the air. Hydrogen is in the air right here in front of us, right? So it is very easy to it's a very easiest thing to manipulate and combust, right? In terms of,
as long as you make it sound good or look good, then I'll consider buying it because I don't want a vacuum cleaner to be driven. That's
I agree.
No, but I'll certainly hold on to that. There's certainly benefits.
Yeah, 100%. There's a lot of benefits
for having an electric car. Or there's no maintenance and all that unless you screw up your battery, then you're screwed.
Well, no, there is a lot of maintenance there.
Okay, unless unless you get I know if your battery is done, then if you don't have a warranty, you're screwed.
Yeah, of course. But I think they come in 10-year warranties and stuff, right? But it is what it is, man. Let's see what the future holds. How about you guys tell us how many of you guys have already switched to electric, and we'll catch you all next time.